Hello, 1.5 computer kids or home learners. I guess this will count for home learners too. Yeah, so you often don't quite have a video to watch on Monday. This week you will. You should kind of make sure you always have a video to watch on Mondays. This week we're gonna finish up chapter 7. You guys did pretty good on your vocab quiz. Computer kids, you'll have taken your computer or your quiz, your vocab quiz right before watching this. So hopefully you did as well as most of the other e-learners already have, but the average on that was really high. So we're going to go over five sentences on. It's on the same sheet as your homework for this week, but it's the ones that you're not doing for homework, which will be due Wednesday. Which computer kids, I'll probably want you to do those for Wednesday, on track with everybody else. E-learners, I guess you guys will do them on Thursday, and then or Thursday night by Thursday night. Tomorrow, you'll watch the video that I recorded on today/Monday, which is us going to be making a new noun and verb chart. It might not translate amazingly to Zoom, but you probably can follow along. And then you'll hear me go over these sentences again a second time, but at that point, you can kind of shift your focus and focus on doing your homework so that you have it for Wednesday. All right. I confuse myself when I talk about the varying sliding schedules of our different types of students. Okay, but yeah, homework on Wednesday. We'll play Jeopardy, apparently, I guess. I think we will. Yeah. And that'll happen in all classes. So computer kids, you'll get to play along with 2.5 kids and stuff. And then we'll take a translation quiz on Friday. So no video on Friday. All right, let's look at these sentences. So if I haven't given it to you, you need to ask me for it or walk over to the white table and grab the thing that says Lectiones for Caput 7, VII 7. And we're going to look at number 6 through 10 on that, whereas your homework is 1 through 5. Okay, number 6, pecunia est nihil sine moribus bonis. Keep in mind we have our third declension down there to the left. And our friend is reminding us that mos mores is our new word for habit or moral or custom. So this one's pretty easy. Pecunia est nihil, we can just move left to right there. It's money is nothing. If you didn't know pecunia was money, then you should know that now. Is nothing without, and we see moribus bonis. And so this isn't hard to translate, but it does show us this interesting thing happening here where moribus bonis are actually going together. They might not totally look like it immediately, but both of them are ablative or dative plural. In this case, since they're right next to sine, they're going to be ablative object of sine, so without good morals or habits. Let's go ahead and like bold those endings. So this is the third declension ablative plural, whereas this is good old first and second declension ablative and dative plural. So that's the skill that I think is really key in chapter 7 to get used to. Is not so much like translating and recognizing the cases of these new third declension nouns. It's being able to recognize them in concert with old first and second declension adjectives, right? So you'll see that pairing a lot. The long is from first and second declension on an adjective that is modifying a noun in the third declension with that ibis ending. So they go together. They're actually the same case, number, and gender, even if they don't look like it. Number 7. Mores hominis boni erunt boni. Okay, our friend's reminding us that homo hominis means like man or human or like mankind. So this looks like it's nominative plural. It could be accusative plural if you look down at the chart there, but I think it's a little more likely that we're just starting off with a plural subject, not one of those where we're starting off with the direct object, but we'll find out eventually. So it's like men, plural, right? And then what case is hominis here? If you just look at the dictionary entry for it, homo hominis, man, human, that should explain it to you. But also maybe you're getting used to recognizing that that is the third declension genitive ending. So habits of humans. And what kind of humans? Of good humans. So once again, we have this happening again where we have a third declension genitive ending. It's is. Whoops. Going with a second declension genitive singular ending. They don't really look like they're the same case number and gender, but they actually are. So yep, don't miss that they're both genitive. And then erunt. What is erunt? It's from sum esse. It's third plural, Everyone should be able to tell that. So I know it agrees with like habits as a nominative plural subject. But what tense is it? It's not sunt. Sunt is are. So is there root future or imperfect of are? But that unt, it makes me reminiscent of bunt cake, bunt. So I think it is future, third plural, future. So it's not going to be are. It's just going to be anyone? We will, right? Habits of good humans will be good. Very profound statement. Habits of good humans will be good. Very nice. Yeah, great, profound sentence there. But hopefully that's pretty clear to you guys, and you're getting good at recognizing the future and imperfect forms of sum and possum. We got a possum showing up in this sentence. So in multis civitatibus, teres que. Remember that que just means and. You just like, don't worry about the que on the end of teres, and understand that it means civitatibus and teres. And that's kind of a hint in a way that like it's kind of showing us that teres and civitatibus go together, and that multis also goes with them too. So all of them are gonna be what case? What case can multis, civitatibus, and teres all be if they're the same case? It would be ablative, right? So we have on the end of multis and teres, because teres is from terra terrae down there, the dictionary entry shows us it's just good old first declension. And multis is, wait, not yet. So both of them are first and or second declension adjective, ablative plural, where civitatibus has the third declension ablative plural, just like in the first sentence we did. So they go together. In many states and lands, and then, so that was just a prepositional phrase. Now it looks like we actually start our like sentence proper. Peace, pax, right? Non-patera. What is patera? It's one of her possum buddies, but I can tell you now it's not present. That would be like potest. If we want to say peace cannot, that would be non-potest. But this is paterot. So is that imperfect or future? It is, drumroll, imperfect. So the ERA, or specifically the A, is kind of showing us it's imperfect. The fact that we see ER at all tells us it's not present. It's future or imperfect, but then the A after the R is what makes it imperfect, whereas if it was an I, it'd be future. So this is going to be not cannot or not will not be able to, but peace could not be strong. Our friend down there is reminding us willeo means to be strong. All right, remember we use could for the imperfect of possum. Two more. Homines aware tyrannos noc superare et necare audebunt. So homines is going to be our, I'm guessing it's just going to be our subject. It looks like it could be nominative plural. This is the second time this happened where we're seeing something that could be nominative plural. It could technically be accusative plural. It's the first noun we're seeing, so I'll operate under the assumption that it is just our plural subject. So it's just men. And then is it just men though, or is it avari men? Could avari be going with a nominative plural subject? Avaris, avar means greedy. And yeah, it could. It can be greedy men. Yep. So since I'm doing it for all of these, avari, I guess it could have been genitive singular, this ending. But there's no reason for us to think it would be when it's right next to something that could be nominative plural, and the long I could definitely also be nominative plural, so they probably just go together. So it's greedy men. And then I see tyrannos, and tyrannos is what case anymore? Hopefully, if y'all maybe look up at the noun chart or you know your second declension well, you know it is a direct object. So I'm not ready for it yet, basically. I want to keep moving. I see like nunc, super, I see a bunch of infinitives, and then I see audebunt. Okay, let's translate audebunt, the verb at the end, right? So that's from audeo audere, which means to dare. It's our new verb. And I see bunt cake, so hopefully by now that is just kind of like screaming out to you as being future. So it'd be greedy men will dare, right? Will dare. And then will dare what? Then I see superare et necare. We have complementary infinitives. Remember, audeo will always have an infinitive buddy, just like possum does. So greedy men will dare to overcome and to kill, or just kill. Direct objects now, right? Tyrants now. This is kind of weird to me. I think they're talking about Brutus and Cassius killing Julius Caesar, because tyrants are like supposed to be bad, right? So why would I guess it's saying men who are trying to kill tyrants are maybe not doing it even for the best reasons necessarily, even if tyrants are bad. Yeah, because I can imagine the sentence where it says like, great men will dare to overcome and kill tyrants. But I guess the book is kind of condoning uh, Cassius and Brutus for killing Julius Caesar, because I guess that didn't turn out too well in terms of what they were hoping for. Okay, last one. Amor patriae inquitata nostra semper valebant. Looks like our subject's gonna be love, right? Love, and then patriae is right next to it. What could that be? Maybe genitive, love of the fatherland or the country. And then I see inquitate nostra. Are those going together? Could they possibly be? I think they can. Yeah, they can be ablatives, right? Oh, but apparently I'm worrying about the verb first. If you look at waleo, waleri, or walei bont up there, what tense is that? Is it imperfect or future? It's imperfect, right? So love of the fatherland was strong, or was always strong, because semper there, in our state. So civitate nostra are ablatives. They don't look like it necessarily, but this is our third declension ablative, and this is our good old first declension ablative with the long A. And so they do go together. Apparently, civitas is feminine, and it is because it's getting a first declension adjective ending for nostra, or it's resulting in one. All right, that's all for today. Like I said, y'all's video for Tuesday, it'll mostly be us making this chart, so you guys can follow along at that point. But then at the end of it, it'll just be going over these sentences again, at which point you can kind of hopefully leave the video on, get a little more familiarity with this stuff, but you can be focusing on your homework at that point, which again is 1 through 5 on the same sheet we just filled out. All right. Thank you and goodbye.